Hello students, let us start with the first unit, Basics of Control System. The unit outcomes of this unit are: explain with sketches the working of given type of control system, compare the given control systems based on the given parameters, derive transfer function of the given electrical circuits, and use block diagram reduction rules to determine and optimize transfer function of the given system. Contents of this first unit are control system, classification of control system, transfer function, and block diagram reduction techniques. Overall marks for this unit are 12. Now, learning objectives of this video are, that is, we have to learn what is system, then what is control system, classification of control system, in that open loop control system and closed loop control systems. So these contents we are going to learn in this video. First point is input. See what is input. Here is one block and the signal given to it is input. So from an external source in order to produce the output is called as input. Okay, so input is the signal, stimulus or excitation given to the system or control system. Then output, the actual response obtained from a system is called as output. Okay, so whenever we give the input, it is processed by the system and we get the output. System, a system is an arrangement or a combination of different physical components connected or related in such a manner so as to form an entire unit to attain a certain objectives. So for the system, simply there is input and there is output. Then control. Control means to regulate, direct or command a system so that the desired objective is attained. Okay, so to get the desired objective or desired output, we have to regulate the system or direct the system or command the system. So it is called as control. So combining above definitions, we get system plus control is control system, or in other words, control system is the system where control over the parameters or output is achieved. Let us define the control system. So in this diagram you can see a control system which is driven by input and we get output from that. It is an arrangement of different physical elements connected in such a manner so as to regulate, direct or command itself to achieve a certain objective. Now, difference between the system and control system. On the left hand side you can see the system, on the right hand side there is control system. So see, whenever the input is given to the system we will get the proper output, but it may be desired output or may not be the desired output. On the other hand, for the control system, whenever the input is given we will get definitely the desired output. So here is an example to show you the difference between system and control system. The example is from our day-to-day life. You can see a fan, a picture of fan here. So as we know, the fan requires the AC supply, that is 230 volt AC voltage and 50 Hz frequency. And here our system is the fan, and whatever output we want is the flow of air. See, when the fan cannot be a system, You can see in the picture there is a fan without blades. So imagine a fan without blades. This input is given to 30 volt, 50 hertz. Then the output is no airflow. See, from the fan, whatever the output we want is flow of air. But though the input is given, we cannot get the desired output. Okay, so a fan without blades cannot be a system because it cannot provide desired output or proper output. Then see in this picture, when we call the fan as a system, here again the input is given to 30 volt AC and it is having blades, so we will get the output as airflow. Okay, so it can be called as system but not the control system. See, a fan with blades but without regulator can be a system because it can provide a proper output, that is flow of air, but it cannot be a control system because it cannot provide desired output, that is controlled airflow. Since here the regulator is absent, we cannot control the flow of the air. Okay, now see, when we call the fan as a control system, a fan with blades and with regulator can be a control system because it can provide desired output, that is controlled airflow. See, the fan is having blades, input is given as 230 volt AC, and it is also having the control element, that is a regulator. So using that regulator you can regulate the flow of air. In this way the output is controlled flow of air and we get the desired output, so it is called as control system. Okay, got the difference? System, or in the system we get the desired output but it is not the controlled output, so it is called as only system. But in the control system we get the desired output with the controlled output, the output parameter is controlled, so it is called as control system. Now classification of control system. Depending on the control action, the control system can be classified into two categories. First is open loop control system and second is closed loop control system. So let us see one by one. Open loop control system. A system in which the control action is totally independent of the output of the system is called as open loop system. As shown in the diagram or block diagram, you can see there are two blocks, controller and the process. A reference input is given to the controller, then it is processed and we will get the controlled output. Here the output is independent, or the control action is independent of the output, so this type of control system is known as open loop control system. In other words, here the feedback is not provided, so it is called as open loop control system. So here are some examples of open loop control system. The first one is electric hand dryer. Okay, here when you keep your hand under the machine, the hot air comes out of it. Okay, irrespective of how much your hand is dried. Okay, so it is based on the how much time you are keeping your hand below that machine, below that hand dryer. Then automatic washing machine, so it is also running according to the preset time irrespective of the washing is completed or not. It runs according to the time, predetermined time. So again it is open loop control system. No feedback is given whether the clothes are washed or not, so it is open loop control system. Bread toaster. So it also runs as per the adjusted time irrespective of toasting is completed or not. Okay, here feedback is not given as toasting is completed or not completed. It runs according to just the time set. Okay, so it is again open loop control system. Automatic tea coffee vending machine, so these machines are also functioning according to the pre-adjusted time. Again, open control system. Here are some advantages of open loop control system. First one is simple in construction and design. It is economical, easy to maintain, generally it is stable, convenient to use as the output is difficult to measure. Now, disadvantages. They are inaccurate, then unreliable. Any change in output can be corrected automatically. Sorry, any change in output cannot be corrected automatically since there is no feedback. Okay. Then, next system is closed loop control system. By definition, it is a system in which the control action is somehow dependent on the output. Okay. So, in the closed loop control system, the control action is dependent on the output. And recall that in the open loop control system, the control action is not dependent on the output, and in the closed loop, control action is dependent on the output. So that is the basic difference between open loop control system and closed loop control system. See the block diagram of closed loop control system, in which there is reference input, then error detector. Whatever is the output of error detector is error signal that is given to the controller. Okay, error signal is designated by E of t, then controller will develop the actuating signal U of t. It is given to the plant or process. Okay, plant is driven by the actuating signal and its output is controlled output. Again, that control output C of t is fed back to the input via the feedback element. Okay, so C of t is given to the feedback element. Its output is the feedback signal designated by B of t, and to the error detector. Now there are two inputs. You can see first is the reference input previously given, and the second input is feedback signal. So it will calculate the difference between the two reference input and feedback signal, and that is called as error signal, that is given as input to the controller. So this is block diagram of control system. So here are the examples of closed loop control system. First is automatic electric iron. So all of you have used this automatic electric iron. So here the heating elements are controlled by output temperature of the iron. So you can see whenever it is heated, it is automatically turned off. Then again cools, then again it is heated. So it is not working according to the predetermined time, but it works depending on the output. That is how much is the temperature of the iron. Okay, so it is the example of closed loop control system. Second example is servo voltage stabilizer. Here voltage controller operates depending upon output voltage of the system. So here is the voltage controller which operates depending on the output voltage. So output voltage feedback is again given to the input. Okay, and accordingly it works. So it is closed loop control system. Now, advantages of closed loop control system. Closed loop control systems are more accurate even in presence of non-linearity. Highly accurate as any error arising is corrected due to presence of feedback signal. Bandwidth range is large, facilitates automation. The sensitivity of system may be made small to make system more stable. This system is less affected by noise. So these are the advantages of closed loop control system. Disadvantages: they are costlier, they are complicated in design, required more maintenance, feedback leads to oscillatory response, overall gain is reduced due to the presence of feedback, stability is a major problem, and more care is needed to design a stable closed loop system. Difference between open loop control system and closed loop control system. Open loop control system is simple in design while closed loop control system is complex. Open loop system is less accurate, closed loop is more accurate. In open loop system, feedback is not required. In closed loop system, feedback is must. Open loop control system is more stable, closed loop is less stable. In open loop control system, bandwidth is small. In closed loop, bandwidth is large. Cost of open loop system is less. Uh, cost of cost of open loop system is less and cost of closed loop system is high. Maintenance of open loop system is easy, and in closed loop system maintenance is difficult. Error detector is not required in open loop system. In closed loop system, error detector is required. Examples of open loop system are coffee maker, traffic control, etc. And closed loop system examples are air conditioner, water level controller, etc. So this is all about today's video lecture. Let us summarize what we have studied. We studied what is system, in that what is input, what is output. Then we studied the control system, then the difference between the system and control system, and we have seen one example of fan when it is called as system and when it is called as control system. Then classification of control system, open loop control system and closed loop control system. Then the difference between the two systems. Thank you very much.